Sustainable Development Goal number 17 emphasizes the importance of strengthening global partnerships and cooperations to achieve all the other sustainable development goals, like the glue that holds all the other sustainable development goals together. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, collaborations among nations, sectors, and stakeholders is critical for inclusive development, fostering fostering connections between government, between public and private sectors, between developed and developing countries, and even between citizens and institutions. One of the most significant aspects of this goal is the way it acknowledges the interconnectedness of our world. In an era where technology brings us closer than ever before, our economies, environments, and even public health systems are deeply connected to global happenings. The COVID-19 pandemic, which made that painfully obvious example of what the SDG 17 is, which partnerships are what enabled vaccines to be created, shared, and delivered across borders. Other countries provided assistance. In the earlier phase of the coronavirus crisis, Philippines received aid from the various countries and territories including the United States, Singapore, Taiwan, China, and Japan, among others. In the domestic setting, we had witnessed SCG 17 in various forms, whether it is foreign-funded infrastructure developments, international trade agreements, OFW remittances that drives the local economy, or technology partnerships that brings the internet to rural areas. Programs like the Build Better More initiatives and the push for foreign investment liberalization are expressions of how the Philippines is leveraging global partnerships for national development. But partnership is not all about receiving help, it's about co-evolving. South-South cooperations, for instance, shows how developing countries can assist each other, share innovations, and learn from each other. It makes development feel like less charity, rather more of a collaboration. SDG 17 makes us realize that no country or community can address the world's largest challenges alone. Climate change, inequality, economic shocks, they all require us to work together. So, collaboration isn't just for us to get something, but rather what we could contribute to the achievement of the goal. It's not a one-man effort, but a collective action. And when collaboration is accomplished the right way, it provides people with a feeling of shared responsibility and shared hope.
So, SDG 17 in Philippine context, the Philippine government has aligned several programs and policies which SDG 17 emphasize the need for strong international economic cooperation to support sustainable development. For the Philippines, this translates into enhancing global trade relationship, encouraging foreign investment, empowering its labor force, and building lasting international partnership and inclusive development. So, example of the Philippine program and projects supporting the SDG 17. First one is the Finance and Resource Mobilization. Official Development Assistant, or ODE. The Philippines received ODE from countries like Japan, the USA, and institutions like the World Bank and EDB. These 8 projects support infrastructure, disaster resilience, health, and education. The second one is the Public-Private Partnership, or the PPP, which center promotes investment in public services and infrastructure. Notable projects including water and sanitation system, transportation infrastructure, and the digital connectivity. The second one is the trade and economic growth. The Philippines actively engage in global trade, a key component of SDG 17, target to promote fair, rule-based trading system. The trade agreement, the Philippine partnership participate in ASEAN Free Trade Area, or the AFTA, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP, and bilateral agreement with countries like Japan and UAE. Philippine Export Development Plan support SMEs and export-oriented industries to access international market. It highly contributes to increasing the share of the Philippines in global trade. This partnership help improves market access, reducing tariffs, and increasing countries' share of global trade, which the PEDP aims to boost export by supporting micro and small, medium enterprises, enhancing product quality, and expanding market access through trade agreements like the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. So here, like the Philippines want to export the product here, enable to other countries to have access and to be well known, and as well as to be globally competitive in terms of their quality of the product. So the third one is the foreign business and investment. So in the Philippines, Economic Zone Authority, or the PIZA, provide incentive for foreign companies to establish operation in a special economic zone, particularly in manufacturing and BPO sectors. So here, the Philippines gives incentives to those foreign investors to be to encourage them to invest in the Philippines, and as well as give them a right to establish or build their own business here in the Philippines. So the major investors, including the USA, Japan, South Korea, China, and the Netherlands, which foreign direct investment, or the FDI, support local jobs, infrastructure development, and technology transfer. So the fifth one is the tourist and cultural exchange, which is we all know that culture is Asian culture is very popular nowadays, especially the Korean culture. So Philippines as well engage in tourism as a vital sector of the economy of the Philippines, contributing 12.7% to GDP, or the since pre-pandemic, and gradually recovering post-pandemic. So sustainable tourism is promoted in coordination with global environment standard and through partnership with international conversation and heritage groups. Key markets include South Korea, China, the USA, and Japan. Government programs like It's More Fun in the Philippines, the a way to market the Philippine tourism, which and is as well as the infrastructure projects under the Build Better More program aimed to enhance tourism accessibility and regional development. So through this, it promotes the Philippines and their sceneries, especially the tourist spots, which the foreign individuals as well are encouraged to visit the Philippines. So another one is the Global Economic Partnership. The Philippines collaborates with development partners such as the World Bank, Asian Development Bank, USAID, and JICA, or GICE, is areas like infrastructure, digitalization, disaster resilience, and MSMA support through North-South and South-South cooperation. The country benefits from technical assistance, knowledge sharing, and technology transfer. Participation in global forums like the APEC, or the APEC, or UNESCAP, or the UNESCEP, and WTO ensures alignment with international trade rules and development goals. So that was the programs and projects that the Philippines do or implement in order to support the SDG 17 to its achievement and accomplishment. So SDG 17 is a pivotal in ensuring that no one is left behind, especially persons with disabilities. The Philippine commitment through its policies, international cooperation, inclusive programs reflect meaningful progress. Ongoing review and adaptive governance will be the key in bringing gaps and ensuring